Numerous issues have arisen, including the fabrication of falsehoods to justify the unwarranted detention that they did to me. Accusations have been made regarding my cleanliness and condition of my vehicle, which I will prove that, like many things, that they are liars. And their claims, asserting to the hospital my inability to take care of myself. And the most shocking is their claim that I was suicidal and homicidal, which I was not, even inventing that I was showing them by choking myself. Wow. Is this textbook? Is this the 40 hours that the Halton police brag in the media that they give training to their police officers? Is it just training in fabrication? Because May 13th, I'll tell you, throughout the entire day, what we learned is that they seem to all approve of hiding and fabrications. Now, Halton police force may have believed they could perpetrate without consequences, as such behaviors appear to be second nature to them. They perceived me to be inferior due to their misguided assumptions about my background. However, I was raised quite comfortably, and I've had many privileges growing up, including nannies, during my upbringing. Now let us discuss road trips in vehicles, a practice that has been popular for many years. Tesla has even now introduced a camping mode in their cars, catering to a wide range of vehicle owners. While investigating my vehicles that were registered under my name, you know, I mean, would it have been prudent to consider my Suzuki SV650 ABS sports bike that was also registered? Looking back to see, I've had many sports bike. I get bored of vehicles and I buy new vehicles. And I love sports bikes. Oh, I even have a classic, actually, Yamaha Seika, that I have a bill that I paid at a performance shop, $3,000 to, rebuild so it's brand new again. A Yamaha Seika 650, which is valued at like 7,000. Now, because of the Halton Regional Police, Wayne of Ha and I have been victims of stereotypes and biasness, among many others. Perjury, faking of evidence, defamation of character, illegal detainment, and yes. Anyways, I'm going to present this because maybe they are, and they will say they're clueless about what society norms are now, but a police force shouldn't be clueless to what society norms are. And they would be the first to tell you ignorance of the law is no excuse as well.
Hey there, welcome back to MI Tesla Guy. If you've followed this channel for any time now, you know that we like to take the occasional road trip, and they're a lot of fun. Well, in this video, I've come across a product that can help save some cost when you go on your next road trip. Let's take a look. What I've got is a product I came across that can help cut some cost when you go on your next road trip. Now, before I be accused of this being clickbait of some kind, I'm going to say what it is right now, so that if you don't want to watch this video, you can go ahead and click off the video. As much as YouTube's going to hate me for that, you can click off the video. And that is something called an Air Relax camping mattress for, in our case, the Model Y. Now you may be saying, Mike, how is buying a mattress for my Model Y going to help on a road trip cost? Well, it can if you are actually staying overnight somewhere. camping in your Tesla is a great option to help save costs on lodging. We've had a low of about $100 a night at a hotel up to a high of almost $200 a night, depending on where we were and what time of year it was, because a lot of times the road trip is around some kind of a holiday. Now, depending on how long you're going on your road trip, that can add up quickly. I mean, 3 or 4 nights, you're talking anywhere from $300, $400 up to $600 to $800. So the savings is real. And the nice thing is this mattress is only $200 as of the date of this recording. So that is basically 1 to 2 nights in a hotel at current hotel prices. And
On today's episode of Roaming Reckless, we are truck camping across the state of Michigan in a Tesla Cybertruck. We're testing out both the stealth camp mode feature and setting up the base camp attachment that gives you a literal tent on the back of the Cybertruck. Freaking Cybertruck camping! If you're new here, by the way, hey, I'm Rhea, and typically I'm on a 50-state road trip truck camping myself around the country in my old right-hand drive British Defender. We got even touched like half of it. I don't want to return it, I want to keep it. Well, Tazzy, now we have to go back to no AC. Absolutely 0 horsepower. She's like, please take me home to Poe. No environments aren't your best friend, huh? You're doing so good, though.
Alright, what's up everybody? I'm a few days deep on this road trip, and tonight is the recharge night. So we actually have a motel room, shower, charge gear, all that stuff. But what I wanted to show you was, since I won't be able to edit the vlogs until I'm actually back from the trip, so this video just happened now, I'm going to show you what my car camping situation looks like. So of course most of the stuff is inside already, but the front seat we got obviously coffee, which is necessary, got a car charger so we can say charge, jams for the tunes. Front seat is pretty easy, just keep that clean. Next, the back seat. So this is where we store all the gear. A lot of the gear's already inside, so the car's a bit emptier than usual, but in the back seat is where I store all my electronics, so laptop, cameras, drone, etc. Just all the things that we need to access at any given point. Down here is my box of car supplies. So it has shoes in here, but this is like toilet paper, ratchet straps, chains, extra things like that, just for easy access. Then on the other side of the floor, way down here, behind the trash bag, which is also super key. Down here, this is the cookware. So this has the jet boil, the camp stove, some dried food for easy access. When it's time to go to bed, you toss the camera gear up front in the front seats. These seats go down. All right, here's the car bed. So I have this little mattress thingy that kind of folds out evenly. I lay a comforter across it the rest of the way. And then past that, we got sleeping bags, pillows, and it sleeps 2 people comfortably. But that's not it.
Now, my question to that police officer who tells the hospital I've been living in my vehicle for a month and I am unable to take care of myself. Adding her own information, she hasn't been able to eat, sleep, or feed herself. Well, first of all, did you see what time it is? I actually do need my sleep. So that is important to me, my sleep. I'm one of those people, I normally need sleep. Unless, because of what's going on right now with the anxiety that I've been caused, now I really can't sleep. Now I'm wired to be awake because my brain, that's a part of my anxiety. My brain analyzes things. I overthink. Never have I had borderline personality. Like was told, never was I homicidal, never was I suicidal. That thing about the whole elaboration about me claiming that I was being choked for 2 to 3 minutes, where I just said, as the video showed, try to choke. So it's like, hey, we don't wear body cams, so we can just run with it. Even that I was obsessed with Wayne's phone when I had my own phone, whole bunch of things. And oh, I'm talking nonsensical. But you really got details that I've never said, just looked at me based on your racist stereotypes, views of how I look, how I live my life. Let's be honest. Now, as I present this, I want those same police officers to tell me the difference between what I have shown you, what they're doing compared versus to me. Let me know. Let them explain to me what is the difference, because then she tells them 1 month and then she writes on the disclosure at least 2 weeks, which it actually was not 2 weeks. A lot of things I paid for, me paying, she paints me out as this street person when I bought a truck, paid for everything, because the person, like stated, I bought from all of a sudden said it's parked without being plated in the middle of nowhere in a parking lot. So I paid for all that. I had to pay for a whole bunch of things before we got there to be done. You know? No. Assumed because of my color. Let's be honest. Because all these Teslas, all these people who it's a social norm. But I was criminalized for it. I was criminalized, degraded. And you know what? Legally held, legally detained. You had to come up with me being suicidal and homicidal so you can charge me. And to think you know what? I didn't even know this information when I sent it to Human Rights. I wanted this to bring to attention of the Halton Police Force, who have tried to brush me off like Sergeant Griffin. The times I've called the police station, I've been mocked at. They've done everything to avoid accountability and their corruption. And then if I had known all of this, if I had seen the disclosure before I even, put in for Human Rights Tribune to help intervene, to help me with this, what you have done to Wayne and I is incredible. And the whole entire day was filled with corruption. I mean, even claiming that you gave me where my dogs were, and the police just writing everything. I'm sorry, police, sorry, my mistake. The hospital just writing everything down that you told them, not even checking. I'm a person who doesn't drink, doesn't do alcohol, doesn't do drugs. And you've decided I am an alcoholic, I am a drug addict, everything, just to smear my name. But anyways, yeah, please tell me. I want those police officers to tell me the difference between these people and me. By the way, the car, I have photo evidence, which I just took randomly because we love the Mini. We're spraying it down for my daughter. Like I said, $8,000 was spent last year in, October, to ship it to Canada. That Mini was clean. I could prove it. It's a lot cleaner than these people. We didn't have, the only thing was a blanket at the back for the dogs, so they wouldn't mess it up. We didn't have a mattress or anything down. We just, pushed the seats back and laid down. There was nothing on the floor. But she was like, hey, while I'm at it, I'm going to roll with it. She has no business being Oakville, no ties. Actually, I do have cousins in Oakville. And I never knew that in Canada that Oakville is a restricted area for so-called, what type of people? Is it upper class that you seem to think? But Ty was the pickup truck was picked up in Oakville.
On this episode, I'm going to give you a full tour of my 2009 Honda CR-V conversion into a camper van, van life style. So I've been traveling around in this now for the past 2 years. I'm a seasonal part-time van lifer. I'm stationed here in Vancouver Island in the winters, and then I go out when it's nicer weather. So first off, the outside, you can see this is a 2009 Honda CR-V. I've got a cargo box on top. It's one of those gray ones that I painted. For any of those wondering, I have a full video on how to spray paint this. You can also use acrylics on it, which is why I have some black on there. And the reason for that is I have a solar panel on top and there's tape, and I wanted to blend that in. I've got a shovel on here and recovery boards for getting out of the mud. I have a 160 watt solar panel on the top. For the connections, I have them run off the back here and into the door. Every vehicle has usually somewhere you can get them in. There might be some spaces here, but you have to watch when you pinch the door closed, does it crush the thing? And right here for my vehicle, it works fine. It doesn't really crush the wire. So whichever review one, I actually really like that thing. It works very well. It holds, if you have ice packs in there, it holds cold for a couple days. This is my garbage can, and then this is a food bag, and then I've got canned food underneath there. Let's bounce around my vehicle a little bit. I'm in the back here. I've got more food down here. Now this is where I was keeping like almond milks and stuff. They're all gone now. And so it's getting a little sparse in here, but basically I basically had breakfast here. Almond milk and like little packets of Rice Krispies. If we go back over to my passenger side, so I've got this is my old cooler bag I got from Walmart for 20 bucks. This thing is good for keeping mice out of your food. It's not a great cooler bag. You can see in there was a bit of a pain to open one-handed. So I basically just keep like tons of stuff in here with snacks, and I've got basically oatmeal left in here, nuts. That's it, but I like having it zipped. It keeps the mice out of here.